Now, as for how much money we spend and what it translates into, an extremely important thing, of course. An extremely important thing. The minister said, we spend 3, 6 and 3/10% of GDP on the military component, on defense. Increasing and strengthening defense capability. This is decent money. It's about 2.5% higher than we spent before. But these are not, oddly enough, the biggest expenses in the world, even among countries that do not have any armed conflicts. But nevertheless, this is a lot of money, and here we need to use it very rationally, ensuring, first of all, social guarantees for our servicemen, the effective operation of the military-industrial complex, but also, very importantly, the rational use of what the country gives to the armed forces. And this applies to the social sphere. This applies to equipment and weapons. It is very important to receive everything in a timely manner, competently evaluate what comes in, and be able to use it. And to train personnel, to train people who know how to do it competently and effectively. There are a lot of tasks here. In general, they are solved. And what is happening in the people's agro-industrial complex, as we are saying now, is what is happening right on the line of contact. But we also need to set up our entire military organization for such joint work to achieve the final result. Yes, now there are new types of weapons in this regard, including those that are heard both here and abroad. First of all, I mean medium-range weapons. Well, you all remember well. You know that the Soviet Union went to the elimination of medium-range ground-based missiles, and the Americans also did with their Pershing. But the Americans, in addition to land-based medium-range missiles, had the same sea-based and air-based missile systems. But the Soviet Union did not have them. Therefore, to a certain extent, we have gone for unilateral disarmament. The potential enemy left these systems at sea and in the air, and we didn't get anything at all. But nowadays, in the Russian Federation, we have created a much more modern sea-based complex than in the USA. These are Calibris and Zircon hypersonic complexes. We have created the latest medium-range air-launched missiles Ha-101, with a range that is a multiple of what the probable enemy has, over 4,000 kilometers. And this system can also be equipped with a special warhead, that is, a nuclear one. But finally, here is a well-proven Hazel complex, very powerful. I want to repeat it again, the experts know this. The commander of the strategic missile forces is here, he thinks so and told me about it. With a complex application, with the group use of several complexes at once at the same time. This is comparable to the use of nuclear weapons. But it is not nuclear, because there is no nuclear fuel, there is no nuclear component, there is no contamination. And this is a very significant element in modern decision-making, which means of armed struggle we can use. But we must pay the most careful attention to what is happening in other countries, what is entering service, or may enter service in the near future, in other leading military countries. In this way, as we have done so far, We need to act absolutely in the near future and in the medium term. Once again, I will return to what was just said. We spend 6.3% of GDP on increasing the strengthening of defense capability. In order for all the components in the country, all the components of the life of the state, the economy, the social sphere in the broadest sense of the word, science, education, healthcare to develop, we cannot swing indefinitely. Increase these costs indefinitely. I say this so that we all understand that the state, the Russian people, gives everything they can to the armed forces to fulfill the tasks that we face. And our task is to ensure the safety of the Russian people, to ensure the safety of our people and the future of Russia. I really hope that the pace that has been gained in recent months on the line of contact will be maintained. I want to thank you for your service and wish you all the best. Thank you very much.